Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Premier League season. Manchester United coming from behind to beat Fulham 2-1 at Old Trafford. We've secured third place. We've won the League Cup. We're in the FA Cup final next Saturday. What a first season it's been for Eric Ten Hag. If you don't know, this is the first season in 10 years where Manchester United have finished in the top four and won a trophy. A hugely impressive first season, and what an exhausting season it has been. What I want to say here quickly is thank you for the privilege of allowing me to do this as my job, to cover this and to cover the season, to do with you, what I would consider the best community in the world. Big up to all of you. And just big up to Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United, the Premier League table there. Look, we finished third. We finished inside the top four by 8 points. It ended up being, if you look back at it there, yeah, nice. Finished with 3 wins after the back-to-back defeats against Brighton and West Ham, where there was worries about a wobble. We didn't wobble towards the end. We came through. Our home form has been incredible this season. Manchester United only losing 1 game at home all season. The very first one against Brighton. And today there, it wasn't a perfect game, but I tell you what, this is a perfect photo. I absolutely love this photo. Bruno Fernandes celebrating, scoring the second goal. What a pass from Fred. What a great goal that was. Casemiro, all smiles. I like that photo. Hey, Manchester United, we've not had too much to celebrate as a football club for a long old time. Was that the perfect season? Hell no, it wasn't a perfect season. However, are we on the right path? Is our trajectory as a football club, in terms of the football itself, heading in the right direction? Yes. What do we need now? New owners, better players, stage 2. Yes. But from where we were last season to where we are now, all credit to Ten Hag. I would say the 2 men responsible, not responsible, but the 2 architects of this new look United, I would say Ten Hag and I would say Casemiro. Casemiro would be my player of the season. I'll speak about that a little bit later in the show. Jadon Sancho there on the right wing, really impressive. Good game from him. Really, it was a proper poacher's finish, wasn't it? The sorts of goals that your striker should be getting. He's not even a striker. Drifted in from the right place, right time. Poacher's finished. Poked it in. Great goal from him. And I think the way he... Apparently, Anthony might be fit for the final. Oh, where that came from. Has he been going to Guardiola's doctor in Barcelona or something? I swear he was on crutches. No idea. Anthony might be fit to start the final. But if not, Jadon Sancho, I don't think, has done himself any problems with the performances. His second half against Chelsea and there today against Fulham. I thought he played well. Consistently a threat the whole game. By the way, this is Bruno's goal. I've got to zoom in on Bruno's face. Bruno... He almost looks disgusted with the ball. I don't know. He's still thinking about how good that pass was from Fred. Great goal from Manchester United there. And it was a great comeback. A great turnaround that was pretty much inspired by this. A David De Gea penalty save. And a really good penalty save, by the way. Left hand, down to his bottom left. Really strong wrist. Great save from De Gea. And up until that point, Man United, it wasn't a particularly good... we looked like we had secured top 4 the week before, and we didn't really have the energy or the tenacity for the game today. That's how we were playing up until that penalty save. And as soon as that penalty save happened, we had like 3-4 chances in 5 minutes, and then Sancho got the equaliser. All credit to Dave for that. I've been quite a vocal critic of De Gea's game and how I don't think the characteristics of it are exactly what Ten Hag wants. That penalty save doesn't change that. But I will praise him for it. Save more of them. Please, if you are going to be staying at United next season, which by the looks of things, he will be. But I'm going back to it again there. I want to be speaking about Maguire, I want to speak about Weghorst and a few more things, but just take a second to sort of step back and remember where we were and remember where we are now. And the progress really has been fantastic. We finished third. We've finished third in the Premier League. Done. Champions League football is back next season. League Cup is already done. In the bag. Trophy drought is finished. 6 years without a trophy, not anymore. Let's see if we can make it in. We could. Let's make it a domestic cup double and a top 4 finish. That is better than any of the even most optimistic United fan could possibly have predicted. Now, that game there was also a goodbye, I would say, for a couple of players. Unfortunately, the cameraman really did Harry Maguire dirty with that photo. I should probably have found a different one. That should be the last time that we see Captain Harry Maguire playing for Manchester United. I wish him the best of luck when he goes elsewhere, but he has to go elsewhere. We should be selling him. We should be getting 30 million. We should be reinvesting that into maybe Kim, maybe a different position, wherever it is. Harry Maguire should not have a future at Manchester United. He just doesn't work at this club. It was an £80 million mistake. We all know that. And I tell you what, as soon as I saw Weghorst come off the bench, I was like, go on, Weghorst. Finish with a goal in front of the Stretford end. How is a striker that bad scoring? You had to laugh. It didn't affect the result of the game. It didn't affect anything to do with the season. But it was peak Weghorst, wasn't it? Mate, how did he not hit the target with that? I want to say thank you to Weghorst for the job that he did in those first 10 to 12. I think he started like 17 games in a row after he signed. But towards the end of it, he was kind of more of a hindrance than an asset. But there was a good period in that 10 to 12 games where I actually think he linked up well. He had the energy. He brought something that, well, we didn't have a fit striker at that point in time. However, he won't be getting renewed. Good luck elsewhere. Thank you for the job you did. Now, one thing I want to quickly say is a little bit of a moan, this one, because I think this is completely spot on. How on earth can you be paying for Sky Sports, for BT Sport, to be forking out so much money and you still can't watch your team? It takes the piss in England. I'm sure if you're watching all around the world, there was plenty of ways for you to watch that game there. But it's just so difficult in England, and it really, really shouldn't be. And it's an absolute joke. And I just wanted to point out a little bit of a moan. But the opposite of a moan, how good is it to have this man as our manager? How good is it to have just sort of belief, real consistent belief that we are heading in the right direction from a footballing perspective? Now, we need the new ownership situation to be resolved because we need the club off the pitch to be supporting Ten Hag in every which way, which at this moment in time is not possible. Did you see, by the way, that Harry Kane scored, he scored 2 times again? He scored 30 Premier League goals this season for an absolutely bang average Spurs team. Nothing short of sensational. You can truly understand why he would be our number one target, why Ten Hag would absolutely love to sign Harry Kane. But let's see what goes on with the summer transfer market. This man. United finishing 3rd. United getting a trophy. United maybe getting 2 trophies. It's pretty much that's as good as we could have possibly expected this season to go. Casemiro has been transformative. And as I said, for me, he's our player of the season. I went for, if you watch my short video I did on TikTok and Instagram, I went for, I believe it was Luke Shaw, number 5, Martinez, number 4, Bruno, number 3, Rashford, number 2, and Casemiro, number 1. I think he just brings everybody up. He makes everybody play better. And I think that's what the best players in the world do. And when he is when he's having one of those games where you really see the qualities of him, he is so far above anybody else on the pitch that he stands out. That's how good he is. Casemiro, for me, player of the season. Ten Hag, so happy he's our manager. The new signings worked. It goes to show how important it is to get your signings correct. We need to do the same thing again this summer in order for us to go into the Premier League season and for us to try and close that 14-point gap on Man City. For us to close that gap on Arsenal and genuinely be considered title contenders come the start of May. That's the position that Manchester United need to be in next season. We might just fall short. However, we have to be in the conversation. That is the goal for next season, but the goals for this season have absolutely been secured. Love the man, love Ten Hag, love the way that United are headed. So much more is needed. Yes, but from where we were to where we are now. And I tell you what an exhausting season that's been as a fan, let alone as a player. We've got one more game, the FA Cup final. Make it a cup double, please.